What's up, guys? SS. Been a while. Sorry, guys, I've been super fucking lazy. Either playing video games or just playing video games. Just being lazy. I keep missing out on so many reviews. Always getting figures, but I don't know. I don't want to do a video where I'm just not. I'm always into the figures, but if I'm feeling like depressed or just not in the mood, I don't want to show that on camera. Not show it, because I never show myself, but you know what I mean. Anyways, as always, thanks to Budget Stark. He knew how bad I wanted this, and he sent it out right away. Thanks, bud. I guess we'll start off with the box, which you guys know. I usually don't give a shit about boxes, but for some reason, this one I'm probably gonna keep. It's just, they did a cool job. I love Japanese anime, just like Carlos. Anything mecha, cyborg, robotic, I'm into. I know a lot of people didn't like the new RoboCop, but for me, I enjoyed it. I know it's shit compared to the original, but just to see robotics in there, I just love it. So, alright, so here's the box. You can see a pretty cool image of Briareos. Kind of shiny and shit. It's pretty neat. You get the side, kind of like a Spider-Man thing going on. That's about it. The back is just the usual credits. Alright, enough of that. Let's look at the main piece. If you guys do like anime, please get this. This is such an awesome anime. So are the original ones. Oh god, I love this piece so much. Alright, let me get myself really set up here, and then we'll get into the vid. And we'll start off with the accessories. Alright, I'll be right back. Hey guys, alright. Jesus Christ, I haven't done one of these in so long. I didn't know what the fuck to say, so I had to go pop open one of these. I usually never do this, but it is only, geez, it's not even fucking 1 o'clock. But it's Halloween, by the way. Happy Halloween to all you that are digging it. Alright, I'm feeling a little better now, so let's get into the accessories here. Alright, so you get a bunch of hands. He obviously comes with the fists put on him. You get 2 trigger hands, 2 relaxed, and 1 kind of to cup the gun, which I'll show you guys later. But real quick, let me show you the detail on the hands here. Look how nice and mecha that looks. Oh, loving it. Stoked to have this figure. I was super anxious to get the older one back in the day, which cost me an arm and a leg, because he was out already for a while before I got him. And then I saw they came out with the new movie. What was it, last year, I believe? The one that this one's from. And it was just, for me, it was mind-blowing. I loved it. It was just so sweet. So other than the hands, you get your typical, you do get a base. I left the plastic on because I put all my stands away pretty much if the figure doesn't need it. And I don't want this one getting scratched, so. But you can see the stand right there. It's pretty cool. It says Appleseed, Alpha on it. Pretty neat crotch grabber going on. Other than that, that's pretty much all you get. Then you get his 2 weapons, which is his pistol right here on the side. It's a big ass gun too. Look at the size of this thing. So of course the clip comes out just like all Hot Toys guns. Get the little ammo that you could view in there. This moves the trigger on it, and then the way it cocks, it's got a real strong spring in there. But you can see the details are really cool. It doesn't look, I guess it does look brand new. It doesn't really have much weathering. Got the red dot going on there. It's pretty neat. It's a big gun. I mean, compared to like a Black Widow's pistol, it would be, it's behind me, but I don't want to move it. It looks like her pistol is just the size of the grip over here, like that, on an average 1/6 scale figure. He's a big guy, so So that's pretty cool. So you get that, and then it took me a while to pose this like this because it's awkward getting him to stand like this, but that's probably the last time I'll show him like that in this video. Look at this beast of a gun. This is a sniper gun and I love it. It's beautiful. You got a beautiful little yellow jewel going on there. Another one there for a scope. You do get some details going on in there, some lettering. If the camera will focus, there it is. You got the auto, the safe. You can't quite make out what that says. But I don't want to... This does come out. I could feel it, but I don't want to pull it out because that always loosens them up. And then sometimes they just fall off. But you can see it's beautiful detail going on. No weathering really. Maybe a slight bit. But just look at the beast of a gun. Some more details up there. Come on, focus, focus. Focus on that dust. There you go. So that's pretty cool. This thing, I'll put a figure up next to it later on. These things do move down and up. They articulate. I'll put a regular size figure next to this later on in the size comparison just so you can see how much of a beast this gun is. But still, the old gun, as big as this is, the old gun, my god, it is just, it's a fucking tank. Jeez, knock over everything. It's just, look, he's on a stand, and he's way bigger than your average 1/6 scale figure. Look at that. So these guns are really sweet. Yeah, this old figure is so badass. Only a couple complaints with it, which was the rubber suits, which look great. And these guys for me are just gonna stay in like statue, I suppose. Nothing crazy. So that's it for the accessories. Jeez, I keep bumping the damn camera. It's time for another chug. Let me move the other figures aside and then we'll do some close-ups on him. Hold on. Alright guys, let's start off with the head sculpt right here. Look at this beautiful fucking robot. I love it. It was actually a cyborg, not a robot, but they really did some beautiful, beautiful detailings on this piece. I love it. It's just like the CGI anime thing. It's just sweet. The ears do articulate his antennae. Let's see if we can move up a bit and get over his coconut here. Adjust this camera. So he does have some detail on the top of his head going on there. Oh, don't lose focus. Come on. Alright, that's enough, I guess. Let me see. Move him up for you. Come on, focus. Making me look bad, camera. Anyways, there you go. So that's it on that. Like I said, his antenna do articulate. They look kind of like Batman boomerangs a little bit. Sorry, I forgot to mention, one last thing you have to do with this guy is put the vest on. But all his little pouches, they're already pretty much stuffed with things, so they look like they're full. The little ammo right there, that does come off, but that's already on there. You don't have to put that on. And these little clasps right here that keep it on, they came on and off so easy. It was a pleasure. Like I didn't need tweezers like I usually do with those pieces. Just came on and off real easy. So, but we'll take the vest off later. So you can see he's got beautiful decals everywhere. They just did a sick job all around with this piece. It's just beautiful. The vest, the details, it just looks so real. I love this piece. A quick look at the back of him. Whoever wants to do pictures with this guy, it'd be fun to do. I mean, you can't get crazy articulation with him, but he's really cool, especially if you like the movies. So that's the back of him there, going all the way down. It's just a beautiful job they did. Now let's take a closer look at the front chest piece here, because he does have a lot of little details going on. Oh, come on. I'm not going to be able to get any closer on those decals and make out what they say, but they just did a beautiful job sculpting. He looks great either way, with the vest on or without. I just love it. The material they used on the camo, it just looks so perfect. It's perfect. You can move about the knee pads. Not that you should, because they're pretty much where they need to be. You do get pretty good articulation, except for, I believe, in the torso. I don't remember. I'll see when I take the vest off. But he doesn't have double jointed elbows, unfortunately. But I was scared that he was going to be rubber right here. So I'd rather, definitely what they did, there's no rubber going on. You just get the single joint right there in the elbow, which it works well enough. You can see his gauntlets right here. They're looking pretty badass. Just a lot of cool little details everywhere. And when you put him next to an average 1/6 scale figure, he just looks so intimidating. And I love that about him. Let's see, what else can I think of with him? That's pretty much it. I guess I'll take the vest off, show you what that looks like, give you a quick peek at the original guy back there, and that's Newt with his partner, his girl, and then we'll do a bit of size comparison. Alright guys, give me a second to take the vest off, take a drink, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so like I said before, the vest is just, it's beautifully detailed. They did a beautiful job with this thing, and the buckles right here, the clasps, they go on and off so easy. I was even able to just take it off even though I'm wearing these gloves. There's no problem whatsoever. Just don't lose these little pieces right here. So let's get into what he looks like without the vest. So you can see he's got some cool kind of carbon fiber look going on over there. Looks cool, man. Real badass. Super stoked to have this. He looks beastly, and really I mean, he's kind of rubber, but I'll get into it later, because that rubber back there on the older one scares the crap out of me. He looks good because he's been tucked away in one of those Tupperware things, wrapped in a towel, so it's just, it scares me that it's gonna crack one day. But look, you get some cool details going all around. Just sick as tits. Get some more decals there on the bicep. So you can see it's just a single joint right there. So no worrying about any rubber deteriorating on there. Pretty cool. Let's take a look at the back. One day I will get my back tattooed similar to this. Since I have back problems after I get my surgery, I want that done. Look at that. That looks so sweet, the details going on there. Pretty cool. So articulation, you know, your typical stuff with the head, does what you would expect. Looks up. How far down does he look? I don't want to force it. Not very far down, but he definitely does the side to side. Arms, instructions tell you not to go much higher than that, because you'll get the shoulder bit in the way. And really, no bicep articulation. You just gotta use the elbow if you want that kind of articulation. The waist does turn, and you get articulation up here, like so. Looks cool. I really appreciate that they went and put the extra details, so when if you do decide to do something like this, it's not just a blank canvas going on there. Same thing with the back. That's it. You got the belt, all the little pockets. They do look nice and weathered a bit, so that's pretty neat. Over here, it kind of looks like a little too big of a section, like kind of got that grandpa pants going on where they pull their pants up too high, but it's cool, doesn't bother me. Not that much. Not enough to not want them. The legs, you can do sort of a split. Don't want to force it. It does have double jointed knees, so that's cool. But for me, it doesn't bother me. He's never going to be in any crazy poses. Of course, you get articulation down on the foot. You do get some rocker going on, which I always love ankle rockers. You need that. Wish every finger, did I just say finger? Every figure came with that. That is a must. But that's pretty much it for him without the vest. Showed you the accessories, which there wasn't many of, but I am definitely stoked and loving this piece. So let's put him back on his little stand here, and we'll take a quick look. He does stand pretty well. I had him for a while off the stand. He didn't fall for at least 4 or 5 days, and then I just decided to put the stand back on him for some reason. But he didn't fall on me, so of course that all depends on how tight the pegs are on yours. But you can see there's the original one back there from the other Appleseed movie. I do prefer, well, I kind of always preferred this look better, but now this one is kind of growing on me and looking a little bit cooler, because this looks older and this looks newer. I don't know, but that's the old one. You can see the whole thing is rubber. He does have articulation, but it's finicky. He does not stand well on his own, but he is beautiful, and it's hard for him to hold any of his weapons. They just pretty much fall out of his hands. And I paid a shitload of money for him. I think it was like $500 at the time, and that was a couple of years ago. I don't know, something like that. He was definitely expensive. And then Newt Dunan is not, well, she wasn't cheap either, but she wasn't as expensive. See, she's in a rubber suit also. So they're just gonna have to stand just like that, because you'll damage the suit by posing, you know, with the elbow up and shit. It might crack, but they are beautiful figures. I love them. I wouldn't give them up for anything, especially not these two. They're just beastly. Love them. So there are a couple other ones you can get. If the Hot Toys are too expensive for you, then you can go with this guy, the Play Arts Kai, which they did a beautiful job with too. And if you want to get into crazier poses, this would be the guy to go with, because he's less expensive. I think, what was he, like $80 or 90 when they first came out? Details beautiful. And you can get some cool poses out of him and go crazy. Not super crazy, but so you got him, and this guy here, which I love. And it's crazy how these little fucking 6-7 inch figures can cost so much. This was, I believe, $400. Sorry guys, give me a second. I'm just trying to get him to stand without falling, and then I'll zoom in on him. Actually, I haven't hold him. But this guy, what is he, about 6-7 inches? By a company I never heard of. But see, these type of poses, you really couldn't do this with the big Hot Toys one. But you can see the detail is cool. It's kind of like a Revoltech or SH Figuarts. Got the big ass gun. This, I really love this figure. The packaging was even really cool as heck. I'll show you the packaging real quick. But he is a badass. Detail's cool. Everything's perfect on him. Got his 2 guns. Really cool. Wish I could get the big guy back there to hold his big gun like this, but it's just too heavy. He won't hold it. So, but the packaging, if I've only seen 2 on eBay, and there was one review on him on YouTube, and it was, he just showed it for like a second. It was shitty, but look at the cool ass packaging. And it was made by this company, Wave Corporation. So if that interests you, just look him up. They do make her as well. So, but be prepared to pay a lot of money for that little thing. Alright, size comparison. Give me a sec, we'll be right back. Alright guys, so let's do a quick size comparison and then we'll wrap this up. Oh, by the way, here he is with the Corona. So he's a pretty big fucking dude. I mean, here's a 1000 Toys Synthetic Human. You got the Hot Toys Optimus over there, which they should have made this way taller. Way taller. But I still love the figure. Had him for a while now. He's a beautiful piece. Let's see, you got here right next to the new Mark 43. So you could see he's pretty tall compared to that. And here's a 3A figure. That's from the RoboCop movie, the newer RoboCop movie. Still waiting on the RoboCops to come out. Love this piece. Pretty damn cool. Can't wait for those other robots, but that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you have a great and safe Halloween and keep collecting. And if this guy interests you, do not pass him up. Oh, one last thing I wanted to show you is how big these damn sniper guns they have. So you should see how, you guys know pretty much how tall Tony is. Most of you do have an Iron Man figure or something about that size. Look at that. So this is the one he came with, and this is the older one. But still, look at that. That's the one he comes with. The older one, Jesus, that's big. And if you guys have the RoboCop figures, the newer one, the two-piece, you guys got this big ass gun also. But this one is just, it dwarfs it. So, pretty cool. Alright guys, thank you for hearing me babble and rabble on, and enjoy your weekend. Alright guys, we'll see what I review next, whatever comes out soon. Alright guys, SS out. Laters.